Well, you always know there's going to be good stuff when you're in the middle of nowhere, Saskatchewan, and you got to buy 2 cars to make 1 car. So I bought 2 cars, all the parts to build them, all sorts of stuff, but they are rough. So a 67 and a 68 Camaro. Believe it or not, this is the nice one. It's actually out of a body shop. Customer lost interest, 2 of them. So it's had quarters put on at some point. I mean, this thing was blasted 10 years ago and then forgotten about. So it has 2 quarters put on, floor pan put in, it's got all sorts of stuff. And when I say there's extra parts, we're talking 2 sets of doors, 2 sets of fenders, 2 sets of hoods, radiators, like endless. This thing, this one was completely rebuilt. Look at all brand new ball joints, you know, bushings and all that sort of stuff. Steering, power steering. This thing is new and then sat for years. So it's rough, but you know exactly, well, it was actually my first time seeing them. So we got 2 of these. The other one's just coming around right now as we speak, so you get to just get her set up, watch her come around. Well, here's the, believe it or not, the rougher one. That one looks more complete. It just hasn't been messed with yet. Holy moly. 2 Camaros. All right, let's load this thing. Let's load it. So, this is a good one. Luckily, Josh has a big fancy trailer. Once we get this one on, we'll walk around the other one. And we'll do a good walkthrough when we get home. So this one here, it's a 67. They're both just plain Jane cars. It had a small block Chevy in it at some point. Hasn't been touched. Oh, power steering car. This one's more, I don't want to say a parts car, because they're both pretty nice. Is this a fender or a quarter panel? What is this? Oh, that's a set of quarter panels. That's a bonus. It had a floor pan I saw on the other side. We'll have to unpack this once we get back to Josh's. This one looks pretty complete, a good builder. So, I don't know what I'm gonna do with 2 Camaros. I only need 1. But, there's a lot of money for not, for what I got here. All right, well, we'll drag this one on, see what happens. Well, we got it all loaded up. This one fought us a little bit, so I ended up putting the camera down. We had to load up a skid steer. There's strap, ready to go, full of parts. We're gonna go to Josh's house. I wanna pull it all apart, see what I have. I think that's when I wanna drive back to Winnipeg. 9 hours. Hey, you get what you pay for. Well, upon first inspection, I had to pull this wheel off because it was all locked up, so we got to get it off. It actually, I mean, the rail is solid the whole way back. That's a little bit of surface crunchy rust, but actually where the shackle is looks decent. I mean, plate it if you want. And this is the rough one, so that's pretty good. I'm pretty sure, oh yeah, I got this damn thing on it. I'm pretty sure these are a couple of quarters, 2 of those. It looks like there's a floor pan on the other side, so that's wicked. Seats and all that. This one, oh, it's missing all the cluster and everything. Might be a hassle, but not bad. And then this one, well, we'll get this one off. This one's easy, there's nothing really in it. So yeah, we're gonna drag these off, disassemble them, see what we have, do a parts inventory. Oh, I guess I can walk around actually and show you. I showed you in the last video in the evening, but there's parts galore. So in the truck, 2 sets of fenders, doors, I think that's what we grabbed there. And then all of this stuff. So we got 2 hoods, two flat hoods, 2 cowl hoods, one's fiberglass, one's steel in the shop. Like all brand new doors. Inner fenders are all good shape. Seats, like when I say brand new, I mean not just like literally brand new. So there's a lot of stuff here. We got to put one together. Okay, so took it all apart. It has a set of quarter skins. They're not full quarters up in the sail panel, but those have got to be, I don't know, 300 bucks a piece, something like that, at least. A pair of those. I didn't know that came with it. The guy actually told me it didn't have quarters for this car, just the other one. The floors, so I pulled out a pan, I'll just show you on the side. So the way these are, you get 2 kind of halves. So the front here, there's obviously some galvanized metal on there, which isn't the greatest, but whatever. Oh, this was a stick car. That's kind of cool. The back of the floors, I mean, you gotta take it all apart, but not bad. The issue is down at the bottom of the door there, and the rockers are kind of finished, but whatever. On this side, have the back seat, door cards are all pretty finished, but this is what I'm talking about. So this is like the half floor. So it came with that. And this one, he only used part of it for some reason. Now, when I say he, it wasn't the guy I bought it off of. They didn't do that bang up of a job installing it, but it's in there. So just the front, they didn't touch this. It was in decent shape. The back is actually in not bad shape either. Like really, this is a very solid car. It has all the back door panels, glass. I don't know. Oh, a little rot in the corner there. And I don't know what's in the trunk. We'll see if we can get in the trunk, and then we'll get on to the next one. But this one's, yeah, it's all there. I mean, structurally, obviously, it's missing all sorts of bits and pieces, which I'll be looking for. But this is probably a cool car at some point. I wonder, I should, Camaro guys, if I get the VIN numbers, can I search all this stuff out and see what this thing was? Because that'd be kind of cool. I had to get the trunk key, but I thought I'd show you. Look at this. So this is the one of the cowl hoods, brand new. Like literally just took the stickers off the thing. Anyway, man, this thing keeps getting better and better. This is a good car. So when I bought these things, well, Josh told me, hey, got a couple Camaros, and that was about all I got. And it was one price, take it or leave it. There's a rocker, I assume it was a rocker, in the back. And look at the trunk floor. It's solid. I don't know where these things rust, but all that looks good. A little bit at the front. Oh, the shocks go right through the floor there. I mean, really. That's a solid car. This thing came with a rocker too.
Really? Or is that eavesdrop?
All right, this one actually rolls, so we're just gonna try pushing it off. We moved everything out of the way, so worst case is like toast.
Worst case is it hits that gas line, really.
Well, we don't smoke. But you want to do the wheelies at straight?
I just wanted to get it over with.
Oh, wait.
The way I already have it.
We should go straight. I can hold the wheel. Ready?
You don't want to give it too much.
Oh, it's no big deal.
Nice sketchy. Fine.
Well, we're back from dinner. Josh took me out for a nice pig roast, as it was. Small town stuff. And he told me there's more parts, so I did load these fenders. It's brand new fenders, next to new core support. But he had picked up other stuff. He'd been picking away and getting a few things here and there, like all those fenders and cowl hoods and whatnot over the last couple of weeks. But in the back of this truck, he's always a bunch more stuff. This is brand new stuff. I don't even know what I bought. But so it's a grill, brand new grill. I don't know what this is. Glass, centerings, oh, a bunch of headlights and all sorts of stuff. Oh, this must be trim for the molding, sill, or for the around the doors, up the window. Looks like sill plates and whatnot in there. Man, there's just stuff everywhere. He said be careful when you open this side. Oh, it might be a tarp side. This is all Camaro. All of this. Oh yeah, all little bits and pieces. Oh, tail lights, headlights. Oh yeah. So there is, for sure, more parts than is needed to build both those Camaros, which is fantastic. Remember this whole thing? I gave him a sweetheart of a deal on it because he said he wanted a Challenger. He's going to have it running this summer. He towed it here and Field of Dreams, I guess. So we got parts. Anyways, let's walk up and let's go over the good car. So here's the way the story goes. The guy had bought this car 10 years ago for his 12-year-old son, because when he turned 18, he was going to give it to him as a grad gift. He had that for a couple of years. Then this popped up, and he thought, oh, well, this car is further along, and this one came with a bunch of the parts. And when he got it, it had been freshly done, you know, rough. But you can see, unfortunately, there's a lot of rust on it. That's the old black coating and stuff like that. All these new panels are on it. He thought, well, this is further along. Whatever I don't have, I'll borrow. And then this one sat, and then yet another car came up that was even better, and that's what ended up getting worked on. So this one here, they said has a rebuilt front end at one point. The bushings look like they're starting to crack and whatnot just from sitting, but it is what it is. You know, it's all together. I ran the VINs. This was a V8 car. That was a 6-cylinder car, and it's not too bad. All in these areas. I mean, unfortunately, sitting outside is just the absolute worst thing for these things. But another set of fenders. There's door. There's drive shafts in it. There's door panels. Like, it has everything. It is, I think all the glass is there. I think I'll probably need a windshield and whatnot. This one, I can't really show you. It had a new floor put in both sides. It has a new trunk floor. This one underneath, I should have done it when it was on the trailer. It's got brand new, well, brand used at this point, but trunk floor, side floor, the rails are good. This is a really, really solid car, even though it's completely ripped apart. And this is one of those things where, you know, if you kind of know what you're looking at, you're like, oh my God, it's terrible. But if you know Camaros or any old car, it's good. This is the car, my harebrained idea, I'd like to put together in a few days, try and drive it 500 miles home. Now, obviously, It's not going to be a little will it start, will it run. It's going to be a bring everything I need, blow everything else I need off that thing, and make this run in a few days. So if you think that's ridiculous, you let me know. Then I don't know what I'm going to do with that one. I don't know if I want to build 2 cars, sell one. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think I should do. 2 Camaros. What am I going to do with them? Build one into a race car and tow it to the track? Not even into that stuff. But that's where I'm leaving it. I got to pack the car up. The sun's going down. This fine hot rod has to make it 500 miles home tomorrow because we're leaving for power tour in a few days. Good trip, but it's been busy. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.